grow to love this name. And frankly, Grandma Bucci is known around the world in this dance music scene. So
I see you with the people in the book who are still with us. I see you doing a show together.
Yeah, there's the other part of the big band preservation is big band and tap, because I've always been in love with Fred Astaire. He's my boyfriend in my mind. So I love tap dancing, and while I was traveling in a show called Sophisticated Ladies, I met a young tap dancer who was a nephew of a very good friend of mine who also wrote in the book as well, Randy Muller. He was part of the R&B dance era of the 80s, and he asked me to look out for his nephew. Said he was one of the premier tap dancers in New York City, but he had never been on the road before. So I ended up being his road mom, and I had my mom on the road with me. So the three of us kind of traveled for almost 2 months on the road, maybe a month, I don't know.
That must have been great fun, though.
It was a lot of fun.
So tell me about the process of publishing the book. Did you self-publish?
I did.
Yeah, me too.
I did. I was asked to do an interview through a fan on MySpace at the time. MySpace was a big deal back then.
Okay.
And I agreed to meet with this gentleman, Roy Morrison, and in the process of our interview, he said, "You've got so many stories, you need to write a book." And I was like, here we go again with the direction, but no real direction.
Tell me how to do it.
So I said, well, look, if you really believe that, if I ever write a book, you will be the co-author. And so he was very honored by that. 3 years later, we end up with the book. I told him what my vision was. So he interviewed all the people that spoke in the book. And I kind of made a table of contents, an order that I wanted to.
That's a good way to start.
That's the only thing I could think of.
Sure.
And I started within the beginning, once upon a time, make it basic, right? And I went all the way through the birth of my son, and I think he was in the 3rd grade, and his class project was to write about Black history, your hero, Black history. So he wrote about me. So from my birth to that is really where the book is. And like I said, it was just a real cleansing process, and I had to find, there we go, back to self-publishing. I had to find about this self-publishing. So I just researched, and I found Ex Libris. And I thought this was, the answer.
Our friend, the internet.
Yes.
Right? If you self-publish, the internet is so very important.
It's a world.
In finding how to write it.
Yeah.
How to publish it, how to market it.
All the research.
It's all there.
Yes.
You need to make your best friend Google.
Yeah. I encourage the kids, when you're, on that phone, it's in your fingertips. All the information you need to do anything. I'm a big researcher, so I found this company, and they walked me through it step by step.
Sure.
And lo and behold, a bound book.
And I encourage everyone to visit your website, because you can find out all about Carolyn Harding and all of her wonderful adventures, because I see that little grin when you talk about them, and they must be very interesting.
Yes, I'm my own Lucille Ball.
Tell me quickly, because I want to give you a chance to sing, about music preservation.
Okay.
Is that on the website as well?
Yes, it is. Big Band Tap Preservation. We do shows for seniors, all tri-state area, all over the world. We've gone to Europe and everywhere doing shows. We do the big band, and we do the tap, and I sneak in the house music just to introduce it. And we do shows for the children, fundraisers, private events, whatever. But I have a special part of my heart to perform for the seniors, for the people who can't get out to go into the city and do their thing.
Yeah.
You know, so I love it, and it's their music. So,
Sure,
yeah.
exactly. You bring back a lot of beautiful memories. So it's been a pleasure having you on the show. I'm saying this now because I want to just end the show with your singing, which I think is just absolutely fabulous. I saw Carolyn for the first time in a bookstore in Bayshore, and I was just blown away by her beautiful voice. So what are you going to sing?
Well, we're speaking of giving and loving and all of this. You know, I think "Glory of Love" is
Okay.
most apropos at this moment in time.
Here's your mic.
All right.
Thanks, Carolyn.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Bless you.
You gotta give a little, take a little, and let your poor heart break a little. Yes, that's the story of, that's the glory of love. You gotta laugh a little, cry a little, and watch the clouds roll by a little. Yes, that's the story of, that's the glory of love. As long as there's the two of us, we've got the whole world and all its charms. Oh, but when the world is through with us, we've got each other's arms. You've got to win a little, lose a little, and sometimes get the blues a little. Yes, that's the story of, that's the glory of love, love. That's the story, that's the glory of love.
Thank you very much. One more thing I'm going to ask you. A piece of advice for someone who wants to do what you do, who's young, who's starting.
Don't be afraid. Love what you do. And don't stop. No matter what happens, no matter what comes your way, don't stop. Love what you do and keep doing it.
Passion, right?
That's it.
Passion.
Never stop. Never give up. Success is relative. It's what's in your heart. That's all.
That's what we were talking about before. What is success? It's really what you want.
That's right. It's what you want. Don't let anyone tell you what success is. You have to know it in your heart, you know. It's all make-believe. In my opinion, it's all make-believe. What's most important to you and your family is what's important, period.
That was great.
Thank you.
We're done.